Pizzagate experts let me know what this headband means.
This gotta have some symbolism to their cult.
Yeah, Shondell Brooks.
Shondell Brooks, could you spell that for me?
Yeah, Shaundelle. Brooks, Brooks.
Looks like Shondell finally knows how to spell her own name. She is also a victim of a mass shooting and just so happened to be at the Covenant School shooting. Also lobbies for gun control too.
Good morning, ma'am. Would you please state your name and spell it?
She was never sworn in too. What the fuck?
She stalls and keeps trying to find out where her name's spelled out on the script.
That's why she keeps looking down.
Shondell Brooks. SHAUNDELLE. Brooks, BROOKS.
Guessing she's another Army PSYOP actor because they are cheaper than hiring real actors and already signed a contract to be obedient order followers.
I watched this entire 20+ minutes to verify the fact crisis actors can't cry, so you don't have to.
How many children do you have?
And I'm right, crisis actors can't cry. I'll leave this dry cry on mute and on screen. But back to Brooks in 2023.
Said you have kids who were...
Yeah, my son was killed in a mass shooting at the Waffle House. So every time there's a mass shooting, it triggers something, right? Then you go up to Capitol, you go to State Capitol, and then you testify. So you want to have these weak gun laws that the governor continue to pass. It's ridiculous. And then you get a call today. I got a call earlier today that my son's school's on lockdown. So of course.
You guys catch that? Crisis actors aren't professional actors. Nervousness always come into play. As she catches herself answering questions before they are asked.
Said you have kids who were...
Yeah, my son was killed in a mass shooting at the Waffle House. So every time there's a mass shooting, it triggers something, right? Then you go up to Capitol, you go to State Capitol, and then you testify. So you want to have these weak gun laws that the governor continue to pass. It's ridiculous. And then you get a call today. I got a call earlier today that my son's school's on lockdown. So of course. It's ridiculous. And then you get a call today. I got a call earlier today that my son's school's on lockdown. So of course, it triggers something in you.
What school does your son go to?
Hillsborough High School.
When you got that call, what went through your head? You know, you have your son, you know, as you said.
Yeah, it's like all over again. All over again. I'm shaking. I don't even know how I made it down here.
Great question. How did you make it down there? Or better yet, why did you make it down there?
I'm sure if the high schools are on lockdown, so are the streets. So she had to have walked. You have zero connections to that church, and your son, whom I suppose you love, goes to a high school nearby.
Been there, and then people just walking up the hill, and it's a tough hill to climb, just running out of breath, and then just crying and having to slow down because I can't keep running, but they just kept going. It's just really heartbreaking.
The professional crisis actor reporter leads the interviewee with the next line.
Yeah, it's something you never thought you'd probably see.
No, never in a million years thought that would be this close to me, this close to home. So
You hear that? You gullible Americans, you're next.
So you just don't think this happens in your area, and I just feel so badly for those people that were injured, and I just really hope that I'm thankful that the situation's under control. But
So did you hear that? You gullible Americans, this situation is under control by the quick-acting cops. So no need for you to buy your own gun. Your government will protect you.
Just a really heartbreaking situation, and I hate that this happened in our town. Something needs to be done about it.
Yeah. Hello, gullible Americans. Something needs to be done about it, or you will be next. So we need gun laws because criminals always obey the laws.
Because you don't know what's going on.
What do you think needs to happen? You think this could have been prevented?
I think so. honestly do. At least let us try. Don't pass laws that are not protecting our children. We're failing our children.
How is your son doing? Who goes to Hillsborough High School? How is he holding up?
He is nervous. I mean, he can't get in or out of the school, so.
Are you keeping up with him by texting him?
I am. Yeah, I just went by the school just to make sure. And he's like, Mom, please don't come over here. There's an active shooter. You don't know, whatever. But how could I not worry?
Yeah, so worried about your son that you walk an impossible walk further away from him.
So what are they telling parents right now just to stay?
Yeah, that they're on lockdown. They're still on lockdown. They're, waiting for, Metro to tell them what to do.
And, we did get confirmation that right now at least 3 children have died. What do you make of that news?
It's sad. It's very sad because I know what those parents are feeling.
Let's see how Shondell felt back then, as we notice the tissue being used on dry ice.
Oh, God. I said, Akila, I called his name 3 times and he didn't answer. I knew something was wrong. Oh my God. I saw Keeler through the shoes through the door of the ambulance and cried out to him. I was just begging God that he would respond. I prayed that someone would tell me that my baby was okay. But they said he didn't make it.
Back to our girl in 2023.
Sad because I know what those parents are feeling. When you get that call that your child didn't make it.
Phone call? Bitch, what phone call? You testified you didn't get a phone call.
I said, Akila, I called his name 3 times and he didn't answer. I knew something was wrong. Oh my God.
Something is wrong, all right. Something wrong with your dry cry. Something wrong with your story that you can't keep straight.
I saw Keeler through the shoes through the door of the ambulance and cried out to him. I was just begging God that he would respond. I prayed that someone would tell me that my baby was okay. But they said he didn't.
Bitch, what phone call?
Or they were one of the victims of a mass shooting. It's the worst feeling ever.
How is it the worst when you can't even remember that you were there?
It's the most devastating, losing your child.
I mean, how bad can it be if you couldn't even shed a tear?
It's devastating. No parent should have to go through this.
Good for you to bitch, because you didn't.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to turn the mic off. I did the walk.
All right, so community members reacting here. I see this very, very senseless shooting playing out there.